All right, all right. Happy Thursday. First of all, I wanted to just say thank you to everyone who actually reached out. I know so many people reached out about the hurricane, and it actually passed right on the side of us. And so the worst we got was some rain. And so it wasn't bad at all for us. But thank you guys for reaching out. And yeah, I love you guys for that. So I just wanted to do a little quick reminder that every single week it is your responsibility to check the featured section. This is where I am going to post everything that you need to know about what's going on inside the program. This is where I will pin all announcements. This is where you will find replays of the latest training. This is also where you will find the Ask Laurel thread. You will also find any little tidbits that I need for you guys to know. Just like we have a Blitz coming up, because so many people came to me and said, Laurel, we're going into the holiday season and, I am running low on cash. And, in the meantime, while optimizing my ecosystem, is there a way that I can make some cash flow? And so I have asked my mentor, Mr. Nick Peterson, to do the next 3-day blitz with me. And so he's actually going to be showing you guys the Cash Now campaigns. There are actually 6 of them. I know I put 4 right here, but there are actually 6 of them. And if you would like a seat, we do have a couple of seats left. Just go ahead and either respond to the email that I sent out yesterday, or if you want me to personally reach out, just do it underneath this post here. Again, this is pinned inside the featured section. And so can't use the excuse, well, Laurel, I didn't know about that coming up. If you're not checking the featured section, you will likely miss it, okay? Now, another thing, I do want you guys to make sure that you are reviewing the rules of the Facebook group, okay? It is my goal to ensure that this is the highest valuable Facebook group that comes whenever we're talking about ads. And so I have created a brand new video. You can click here to watch it. It's going to pull up this video right here. Or you can watch the video right here in the featured section, or you could watch it right here inside the portal underneath the Start Here section, Facebook community rules. Whichever is the easiest. I wanted to put it in a place where we could ensure everyone watches it, because some of you guys have probably noticed that maybe your post didn't get approved here in the Facebook group. It's probably because it broke one of the rules. And so just make sure you're going through the featured section every week. Other than that, check out the replay from this week's conversions over coffee. I did this workshop right here talking about how to crank out content that converts for your warm traffic. I have also put it inside the phase 1 ecosystem where it says adding content for warm traffic. So once it is not posted and pinned inside the Facebook group, you can find it right here. I found that this was the most appropriate place to actually put it inside the program. But all replays from workshops can always be found in the replay vault as well. So you can see in the replay vault, we've got conversions over coffee, conversions over cocktails, the e-commerce workshop, brick and mortar, real estate, all of that fun stuff. And if you haven't taken a peek inside the library section, definitely recommend it for those of you guys who want to set up the entire ecosystem on YouTube. I have all of those step-by-step trainings on how to actually do that right here. Also, I have started putting all of my collection of Google documents. So if you are looking for a cheat sheet or anything like that, as well as frequently asked questions. A lot of you guys are like, well, no one is responding to my value bomb. We've got some troubleshooting videos here for messenger conversations, booking more calls, all about offers. And this library keeps getting bigger and bigger. Make sure you're just poking at all of the stuff, because a lot of your questions that people are asking in the group could actually be solved by just coming to the frequently asked questions group, and make sure that you have reviewed the ads ecosystem that you should start with. Some of you guys are starting in the wrong place, but if you start on the appropriate ecosystem, and we've got a training that says right here, the ads ecosystem you should start with, There's phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and then all you need to do is actually just stay within the phase that you're currently on and make sure that you go through the entire training. A lot of you guys, you go through one, but you're not going through the optimizations or the retargeting training. So make sure that you're doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit up the Ask Laurel thread. Make sure that you are reading the rules. If you want me to look at your power offer, there's a specific framework on how to do that. If you need help troubleshooting, make sure that you have watched this training first. Also, one question per member. Make sure it is well thought out and has enough context for me to be able to help. Do not assume that I remember every conversation that I had. Remember, there's like 4,000 of you guys in this group, and so please just make sure that you are reminding me of the context at which you are asking the question. Don't try to cheat the system and ask multiple questions. Make sure that it is a well thought out question. If you'd like your copy reviewed, please only submit one script. No Loom videos, and do not use this thread until you have gone through the training and have attempted to do the first 2 assignments. And as always, if you're stuck on where to start, just literally go to the Start Here section inside the training platform, and this video right here will actually walk you through how the program works and how to get started and all of that fun stuff. I know a lot of you guys are really anxious, you just wanted to dig in, but missing those Start Here steps could lead to a lot of confusion and overwhelm. But most importantly, do not stay stuck, ask for help. I am here to support you, okay? Deadline to submit 5 o'clock Central Time. Now here's the thing, yesterday we forgot to close it, and so it was open a little longer. But always as a quick reminder, on Wednesday morning, just set an alarm inside your phone. A lot of my students say they set it for like 8 a.m. in the morning, and they just, and their alarm just says Ask Laurel, and if they need something to ask me, they will come straight to this thread, and then I go live on Thursdays. There is no set time for this. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to I'm going to put it on all comments so that I can answer them in the correct order. So let's see. Abdul says, hey Laurel, I'm curious what your thoughts were on adding a financial call out for, first of all, I would not do this. Facebook doesn't like this. The FTC does not like this. So automatically I am like, nope. But you don't want to do a financial call out. We never really want to talk about income or financial stuff. But there are ways that you can have conversations through your content to attract those types of people. And so if his niche is mortgage and you're running open targeting ads, what you want to do is you want to speak to your ideal clients. Like, do they live in a specific neighborhood? Are they looking for certain features of a home, right? But I would not do a financial call out as far as like people making X amount of money or anything like that. That is a huge no-no and you will get in trouble. So just think about more of the stuff that people who are in your target market. So let's say that you are trying to target, upper middle class people who have children. You might, you might talk about, some of the best gyms for women in the area. You might talk about, Nordstrom being around the corner or something like that, right? So think about that, and I'm not saying that's what you should do, but you have to get into the mind of what is your day, what is your audience's day every single day like? And how can you bring in the conversation in a way that is going to be polarizing to people who are not your ideal clients, right? So hopefully that's helpful. Hey Laurel, would you have some advice about running ads on Facebook or YouTube for international audiences, especially for developing countries? Yeah, I do it. I've got plenty of people here who are in developing countries and international. So far, I've stuck to only targeting USA for advertising as I understand that demographic. However, my organic content has started to get quite a bit of interest from African countries. South Africa is actually one of my best performing countries, and South Africans are awesome at executing. I'm wondering if I should target them using my ad campaigns. Is there anything that I should know or do differently, or set them up the exact? So the best way to do this is just test, and test, because I love targeting people who are in the Philippines. I love targeting people who are in South Africa. There are a lot of international countries that are, are very underserved when it comes to my types of services. Because people are always like, well, I want to sell my high ticket offer. And so there's a lot of people who are underserved in a lot of those countries. And so I say it depends on 1, your offer, 2, your price point, and 3, does it make sense for you to do that? And so those are all things that you have to consider. Let's see, Sunny says, hey Laurel, I sell low ticket offers and I was using the system for 2 months and having 10 to 20 chat conversations a day. I didn't get many conversations into my $7 membership. You teach how to get people onto calls, but I'm not sure how to translate your system into inviting them to my membership. Could you give me some tips on converting your system? So the only thing is, instead of converting them into a call, whenever you are giving them certainty, right? Remember, there's the clarity, certainty. What you're going to do is you're going to connect what you just told them, right? So for instance, right? So if I am having a conversation with someone who their ads aren't converting for a webinar, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask them for the numbers for their webinar. And let's say that they are getting 2 times their return on ad spend, and they're not doing anything else other than direct response ads. I will literally look at their numbers and I'll say, hey, your webinar numbers look really good, but there are 2 places where I think you could really improve by utilizing 2 retargeting sequences. 1 targets the people that are right here. If they've become a lead, but they're not moving forward. And then there's the second people who are hitting your application page, but they're not booking a call. And so what I would do is I would set up a sequence here and a sequence here. These are 60-second videos that I call conversion multipliers. By the way, you can go and get them on my YouTube channel, but I have a $7 a month ads program where I can literally help you put these together as soon as this week. We've got a call coming up. As a matter of fact, I would love to meet you on this call. Would you be interested in joining, for just $7 a month? Here's a link. So you see how I didn't just say, well, the solution is my $7 program. I gave them value. I told them where they can go look at it for free, but I gave them a reason to join the $7 program. And by the way, almost 100% of people that I have those conversations with end up joining the program. So there's not really much difference between getting people into a sales conversation or booking a call. It's the same process. Let's see, Ansh says, hey Laurel, I have a retargeting ad at $2 a day that is getting me 5 to 10 call bookings a week. Hell yeah. See guys, you don't have to spend a lot to get booked calls, guys. $2 a day will do it. However, the ads manager says it's at the learning limit. Yep, it's only because it's your warm audience. It's always going to say learning limited. And I can't increase the budget because I have a small audience. Do you have any solutions? Yes, you can't. You should be able to increase the budget. I increase the budget all the time. Now, just because you increase the budget doesn't mean you're going to get more call bookings. You might just spend more money, right? It depends on the frequency at which these ads are being shown. And so if you're running them for $2 a day, and you're getting 5 to 10 calls, man, that is freaking amazing. This is exciting, guys. Like anyone who is listening to this video right now and trying to book calls, I'm telling you guys, this stuff works if you implement it. So my one piece of advice is watch the frequency. If the frequency is up, that means your audience is going to be small and it won't benefit from upping the budget. But if your ad is only being shown 2 times a week, then there's plenty of room for you to up the budget. I probably would go to $5 next and see if we can push more call bookings. But if not, I would bring it back down to $2 a day. Let's see. Andrea says, hey, Laurel, please, can you let me know if my client demand triggers, aka 5x5, are clear and what I should improve? Yeah, let's take a look at this. Overall goal for the business boost. So this is something that I taught during the DCA, the Discovery Call Accelerator Blitz. And this is an excellent way to actually break this down. By the way, for those of you guys who want to watch the workshop that she got this from, if you go to phase 1, adding content for warm traffic, I did it here in this how to crank out content that converts. And I also did it in the organic foundations, the content structure and strategy right here. But let me see. So main goal, secure 10 to 20 additional clients within 3 to 6 months is the main goal. Broken down into secure 5 podcasts or guestings within 2 weeks. God, Andre, this is so good. Generate 50 warm leads from your guesting appearances within the first month. Convert leads to 5 to 10 clients without aggressive sales tactics within the first 3. I love how these are all measurable. Double your client base over the next 3 months through system improvements. Scale operations consistently acquire. Look how clear she laid out her goals. Now, goal number 1, to secure 5 podcasts or guestings. The mechanism, direct outreach and strategic networking. This is freaking amazing, Andrea. You did this exercise so perfect. Success metric, 5 confirmed bookings for podcasts. And these are all of the steps in order to do this. So now she's got a power content video here, 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 and a power content video here. This is awesome. She's got, look at how much content she's got. Let's see, generate 50 plus warm leads. Mechanism, leverage media appearances. Hell yes. Mechanism, employ a simplified, authentic conversion strategy. I love this. Mechanism, I'm just checking your mechanisms because your goals are all dead on. Enhance operational efficiencies and client management practices. So the mechanism, I would want to know a little bit more hardcore, what is the mechanism that you're using to do this? Is this like a CRM? Is this what is this exactly? Let's see, mechanism, expand marketing efforts. Again, right here, you want something that is concrete. You did a really great job here, right? Media appearances are the mechanism. Direct outreach and networking are the mechanisms there. So here, what is the physical mechanism? So that would be my recommendations, is just making those mechanisms a little bit more what are they? What are the concrete mechanisms? Let's see. Christina says, hey, Laurel, I would like to target my ads to hypnotherapists. However, the audience is very small and not responsive. Is there any hacks to this? Yes. So you want to use Advantage audiences, Advantage Plus. That will allow you to type in hypnotherapists, and it will expand using its AI to find more hypnotherapists. So you're going to use the Advantage Plus audience settings. Let's see. Leslie says, hey, Laurel, I have a brick and mortar business offering lash extensions. I have spent $110 on power content ads. My hold rate is 0.5, so I'm assuming 5%. My hook rate is 26%, and cost per 25% is $3.16. Ooh, that's high. Ideally, my budget is $300. I watched your video on how to optimize the ads with a budget by creating a conversion multiplier and launching one single power content ad. I'm wondering if, even though I just launched all 3 videos a week ago, if I should stop 2 of them, keep one of them up, and create conversion multipliers and launch that all together. So, Leslie, what I would do here is, if your budget is only $3, what I would do is I would run one. So this is what I would do. Okay. I would run one power content video, and I would run one conversion multiplier, and that is it. And what I would do is I would run them at $5 a day. Now, you are running local ads, so it's going to be a little bit different. Okay. I recommend you going into the replay vault and watching the brick and mortar workshop. Because there are certain scripts that you as a brick and mortar are going to use that coaches would not necessarily use. And so I just want to make sure that you are in the right place and you're using the right scripts, because brick and mortar does not need to be 3 to 5 minutes long, because you're brick and mortar and you're lash extension. You don't need to convince people that they need it. They know they need this. They just are trying to make a decision on why they should go with you. And so I would run one power content, one conversion multiplier, utilizing the brick and mortar training. But yeah, if you need some help trying to figure out what you should do for a conversion multiplier, we could also hash that out as well. Let's see. Jeff says, hey, Laurel, I'm in the 90-day program. Awesome. I am looking to, so the 90-day program. So if you go to laurelporte.com/portal, he is talking about the 90-day video marketing system. And so if you go into, you click not a member, it's going to take you to this page. And so if you want me to give you one assignment every single day, I have created an entire video marketing system for my ecosystem. So if you need more, hey, just give me one assignment a day, this 90-day marketing video system might be for you. So just kind of since Jeff mentioned it, I know some people are going to be like, what the heck is that? So he says, I'm in the 90-day program. I'm looking to build a 2-tier membership, low ticket, high ticket, similar to the one you have, starting members in the low ticket, then graduating them into the high ticket after completing certain deliverables. When creating my power content pillars, should I use the pillars across both programs, or should I only use the pillars in the low ticket program since that is where they will be entering? This depends. Now, let me finish reading and then I'll answer this question. For additional context, the low ticket program will result in members having defined and validated their strategy. So my question to you, Jeff, is do you have enough cash flow to begin with a low ticket offer? Because if you go into the Get Ready protocol and choosing your sales mechanism, I want you to be sure that you have the budget. And so if you go here to this slow self-liquidating offer, here's a little demo and math of what you can expect from a low ticket offer. I really want you to make sure that you have, so before you decide on a low ticket offer, check these resources, because typically, and you can watch these, I'm not going to go into too much detail. Typically, most people do not have the budget to be able to start with low ticket, and I typically have them start high ticket. Okay. So here's the thing. At the end of the day, you're trying to attract people into both programs. They are going to be one of the same. They are just at different points in their journey. And so what I recommend you doing is probably the same thing that I do, is I have 2 pieces of power content that are geared towards people who would be a good fit for the $7 program. And then I have other pieces of power content who are geared more towards people who would be a good fit for the Lean on Laurel program. Both are being ran as power content. So for instance, my power content that attracts more people who would be a great fit for Lean on Laurel talks about ads for webinars and how to actually plug the holes of a webinar funnel. Whereas the ads that are geared towards people who would be a great fit for the $7 are, launching a $5 ad in order to get their business off the ground, right? So we want to be able to create an ecosystem of content that's going to attract both people, right? And that's the reason why I have you guys do that content exercise, is because you will have, right? So if I go back to Andrea's thing right here, that's why I have you guys do this exercise right here, because this content right here is going to appeal to her audience who are at the beginning of the journey, whereas a lot of these people are going to be towards the end. So if let's say she had 2 offers, this content would probably appeal to the beginners, and this one would appeal to the people that she would probably want to pull into a high ticket offer, right? So anyway, that's the way that my brain wraps around all of this stuff. But you want to have content for both. And honestly, it doesn't matter whether people are geared towards a $7 program or a high ticket. At the end of the day, I'm targeting the same people. Let's see. Andre says, hey, Laurel, I've been in your $7 program for years now, and I see you deliver tons of value, but have not been an active user due to time constraints. Well, I'm glad that you're here now. I need to ask for advice. I've been running Meta lead ads for over 7 years, and it is a large and important part of my business. We sell new construction homes on various developments and have 10 campaigns for different developments running at one time. Leads go to the CRM and automated to deliver to my agents to call the leads. Our business is a franchise property group, and our Facebook page has existed from 2010. The name has always been International Property Group. The franchisor now wants me to change the name to this. The advice I need is, as all ads are running under the original name in Ads Manager, this is what reflects. Will it affect my current ads that are running? It should not. It'll just change the name of the ads. It won't change because they're still being ran from the same page. Will I need to set up new lead forms? I do not think so, because you are creating those lead forms inside the ad account. And as Zapier is pulling those lead forms under the Facebook ad account, you should not have to redo anything. Okay. But it will, however, you affect the URL if you go in and change it. It should not unless you change the URL itself, right? Because you choose the name of the URL for your Facebook page. Like my Facebook page is like facebook.com/nofluff, no BS. And it doesn't reflect the name of my business page. It should not affect your followers, so there's nothing that should negatively affect this. This was a really great question, by the way. And I know like a lot of people are reading this and saying, oh, this is multiple questions. It all is pertaining to the same question that he asked. And so, and as a matter of fact, this is something that a lot of you guys need to know, because a lot of you guys probably should change the name of your business page. But anyway, that was such a great list of questions there. Make sure every single week you're using the Ask Laurel thread. Do not try to cheat the system and come in my messenger and say, hey, Laurel, I've got a question, blah, 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 blah. If you're in the program, please use the resources. Do not try to circumvent. I answer questions every single week. So make sure you're using the Ask Laurel thread. But anyway, love you all. Please, 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 as a reminder, check the featured section every single week. Make sure you're looking at all of those announcements, and I will see you guys next week.